Hey guys, so the whole tank's Euro braced, which is good, but the front edge isn't for some reason, which doesn't really make sense because the tank is only as strong as its weakest point, so bracing the back and not the front seems kind of pointless. So I've actually cut the silicone back and I'm going to reseal the inside edge, and then there's no turning back now. I've put 200mm screws in the wall, and the vertical garden will actually tie into those screws. At first I didn't think about this. I was just going to have the wall suspended on the top of the tank, and then last night thinking about it, it'd probably be alright with water on it, the weight, but as soon as you start putting plants on it there's going to be a lot of weight. So if I ever move, it's only 2 little holes, it'd be really easy to patch. And the other thing is the light's going to be on the ceiling as well, so I've still got more holes to put in. This tank's not going to be a oh shit let's move it around the house kind of tank. It's going to be really in position. So a bit of a test. I was a bit worried the screws won't be strong enough, but I'm pretty much pulling as hard as I can there. The screws don't flex at all. I'm pretty sure it's the core flute holding it as well. It feels more rigid than just the screws. So I definitely don't think that weight's going to be an issue. Hey guys, so the build's still going. I did a test fill, or not test fill, a test run of the wall, and it leaked, which I was 90% sure it was going to, but I wanted to see where. And it was actually running across the top bracing and dripping down over the front and running down the front, which I was actually quite surprised at that. I was doing it on both sides, and so I've created like a little barricade here. It's just silicone, so like the water will come down here, hit that, and then run off to the sides. And also it was dripping under the core flute and down the back on both sides. So I've actually had to silicone the core flute to the tank. I was trying to avoid that, but thinking about it, there was no reason for me to avoid it. So the fact that it's siliconed there now isn't a big deal. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I resealed the front edges. I'm not sure if I already mentioned that. I cut back the black and did a clear inside. Once it's full of water, it should look pretty neat. I've seen that's the technique that Paul at Morley Aquariums uses, so I kind of stole that idea off him. I can't take credit for that. Hopefully tomorrow morning I might do another test run. I haven't done the cabinet yet. I want to take that into work. And I've actually got to go to Bunnings and try find out exactly what product it is. I might even try to track down the history of the previous owner. It would be a lot easier, because you can see like there on that edge there, things like that. I can pull that in a bit, but you can always see the pine just a tiny bit. And I want this to look like pretty pristine. I've never had like a perfect looking display. It's always been like a half finished, not finished display. So yeah, it should be exciting. Thanks for watching guys. Subscribe if you're interested to follow the build.